She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment.
Now, he doesn't give out any care. He gives out control. You will be controlled. I know that. I had a wallet warrior. He was great. He was a lot. He was a leader. He was a protector, but he was a wallet warrior. Because with me spending his money, he didn't want me to have homeboys. He didn't want me dressing a certain way. He didn't want me to do like it was like. And at that time, when I'm young, you think that it's normal. You don't even know that this is something I need to run from. Because I wanted somebody who did everything. That nigga did everything, man. That nigga did everything. And it also came with you can't have them friends. You can't go here. You can't wear that. That's a man who got an issue within himself. Why? Because he's just been let down so many times. Okay? Then we got the yes man. The yes man who will agree with anything just to avoid conflict, avoid rejection, or avoid discomfort. He's addicted to staying in your good graces, even if that means abandoning his own truth, identity, and backbone in the process. On the surface, he seems perfect, sis, because he never pushes back, he never challenges, never disagrees, and he never stands firm on anything. Okay, but underneath the softness is a man who lacks self-respect, and he's kind. Even though he's kind, he lacks his own self-respect. So he may seem peaceful, but he's not. He's passive, and passive men become problems, not partners. Go ahead, ATL Media. So understand that, sis. So he may seem like he's peaceful, but he's not. He's just a yes man. He agree with everything. He right that he do, but he becomes a problem in the end. That's not a partnership. Okay. The next is the weak leader. The weak leader is a man who loves the title of being in charge, but lacks the discipline, consistency, emotional maturity, accountability, and the required ability to lead. Okay, so this man, he wants to be a leader, but he is not strong in that stance for him to do that. Why are you telling this to people? Just curious, because I'm educating women on the types of different men that we deal with while we're dating, and it can be one man that are several different types. They need to know how to deal with this man, whether they are underserving him or overserving him, because sometimes women do that. You will get somebody who is overserving, somebody who is doing nothing for her, but then you will get a woman who is underserving a man that is doing everything for her. You see what I'm saying? So what they are learning is they have to learn how to deal with stuff, because they're going into dating blind, right? If they run into you, ATL Media, and let's just say you the man that is a provider, you want her to know how to deal with you. Well, let me tell you, but just to go there really quick, let's just say you are the provider. What you're going to want for her is for her to appreciate you, respect you, a partnership, a soft landing place, and to feel useful and valued. Okay, right? Because you are a male. But if you are that, and if she doesn't know that, listen. If she doesn't know that, ATL Media, and you're a provider, if she doesn't know how to appreciate you, if she doesn't know how to respect you, you're not going to be with her for long. You getting the hell up out of there. You don't care how good she look, right? So what I'm doing is I'm trying to teach them, ladies, you have to know what type of man this is. ATL Media is a provider. What he don't want is you coming over there trying to control him, because he's been controlling things for that long, right? Do you agree, ATL? All right. So if I can teach the ladies that you know how to deal with you, guess what? You're going to have more peace with them, and probably more sex too. That's what I'm trying to do, okay? So thank you for asking, all right? So I want to go back to the weak leader. Weak leaders are able to disguise themselves so well until they fake the leadership so bad. Exactly. But that's the name of the game, wearing the mask. A weak leader will wear a mask because he wants you to feel like he is strong, but in fact, he wants respect, but he hasn't earned it. He wants submission, sis. All the guys on the podcast say submit. They want submission, but they have no direction. What are you submitting to, sis? He wants you to submit. Where is he leading y'all to? Is he leading you to hell? What the hell? That ain't no direction. I don't want to go down. If I'm going to let you lead me, bro, you got to lead us up. But I can't submit unless I know that you can do that. Okay? He wants to be followed, but he doesn't know where he's going. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Be led right into the ground, and into depression, and into broke, and into lonely, and into anger. I ain't going there with you, bro. I can't go that way. That's the man who talks like a king but moves like a child. A weak leader confuses control with leadership and dominance with direction. What about both of us lead? That's a possibility. That's a possibility. And I'm gonna get to, that's another category of leaders, ATL media. So what I'm doing now is a simp category. And then the last category is gonna be leaders. So I'm gonna get into the category that I know that you are in, because that's why you're here. So just hold up and let me teach them about the simps, okay? Yep, lead you into broke. Damn sure will, sweetheart. Lead you right on into broke. Now, the next guy is the approval addict. The approval addict is a man who was addicted to being liked, accepted, admired, and validated by everybody around him. His identity is built on external praise, okay? Not internal confidence. This is not a confident man. This man need ATL meter to be like, damn, bro, you did a good job. That's his homeboy. He don't thrive if his homeboy don't tell him he doing good. So you know damn well if I don't tell him he doing good, he definitely not going to thrive. He got to hear it from me. Is that a bad thing? No, that's not, until it becomes a problem. Bruh, I cannot keep validating you. I cannot keep filling your cup. Do you know how to fill your own cup? Because that's what it's going to go to, okay? Okay? An approval addict will shape shift, perform, and pretend to be whoever he thinks he is to fit in that room. He doesn't lead, he follows the applause. Codependent action, absolutely, sweetheart. Absolutely. They have to be affirmed. And again, we all want to be affirmed. I want to know I did a good job, babe. I want to know that that you like how I'm, treating you. But if you have to hear it all the time, hold on, wait a minute. What's wrong? You don't feel like you're doing a good job? That's not something you feel? Because that's internal. Because I can't change how you feel internally. Only you can. So if I got to keep hitting you with the external, I'm good. There's something going on there, and I'm not finna heal that. The next guy is the emotional leech. This is a man who drains you instead of feeds you, sis. Now, your emotional leech can be very bitter, broken, and could be a wallet warrior. You can have you an emotional leech wallet warrior. Yes, you can, okay? He attaches himself to your strength, your stability, your wisdom, your peace, and your confidence because he has none of his own. These are the ones that become jealous of you, okay? He survives off of the energy of women who know how to carry the weight, that refuse to give up. He loves those women. He feels strong with them because he cannot do it on his own. Always remember, you are not a therapist. Move on. Who you always remember? Who? Oh yeah, you right, Sochi. That's not us. No. We don't heal. But I do have the card of one. Just recommend it out. That's all I'm saying. Okay, back to the emotional leech. Emotional leech doesn't want partnership. He wants emotional oxygen. And once he latches on to you, sis, it's going to be hard for you to breathe. He will come to you broken and hopeful and leave you broken and empty. Okay? Just recommend on out. I'm so goddamn glad I decided to be single for the rest of my life. Peace of mind. God damn, Tamika, I don't want you to be single. Wait. Tamika, at least you got to have some type of fun with the dating stuff now. I mean, I can understand if you don't want to be attached and married and you don't want to do any serious dating. But casually, you got to have a little bit casual fun. That does not mean sex. That just means pay for something. Okay. All right. I'm so serious. I'll get a YN. Okay. Boom. That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant, Tamika. That's what I meant. Because there ain't no expectations there. That's what I get. Definitely don't want nothing serious. Listen, if y'all know that, I need y'all to understand that it feels so good because I'm not being serious. Hold on, ATL media. Yeah, I like the casual part of dating. Because remember, when we started this stuff called relationships, all we knew was we went straight from puberty to boyfriend, girlfriend. One person. We never had a chance to have multiple, okay? They didn't teach us that. So we never had an opportunity to see if the best person for us. That's for men and for women. Men was called dogs if they had multiple girls they were sleeping with. And women was called hoes or whores from our parents or fast-ass little girls if we talked to a bunch of different boys. But that's what we should have been doing. The problem is they didn't teach us how to not have sex with them. And a lot of times women was just having sex with too many people, and so were the men. So now we're going to do it this way. We're going to date casually. We're not going to like you. We're not going to have sex. Let's just have fun. And let's see where it goes. And if it goes nowhere, then I met a new friend. See how that goes? If it goes nowhere, I met a new friend. and I'll forever have a connection because we do not have to be enemies. I am not going to make every person I dealt with an enemy. That is not my life. I don't want y'all to do it. Just because it didn't work with us at the time does not mean anything. We can still be cool. The next person is the victim. The victim man. The man who lives in a constant state of self-pity, blame, and emotional helplessness. Nothing is ever his fault. Everything is always happening to him, not because of him. He treats responsibility like a foreign language and accountability like an attack. So you can't tell him to hold himself accountable. He's going to feel like you're attacking him every time. Stay away from people like this. Because that's just too, they become dangerous, okay? The victim will make you feel sorry for him because y'all be feeling sorry for him until you forget that you're sacrificing yourself to save him. He going to make you feel sorry. You remember y'all heard the stories about the girls who would give their income tax check to their boyfriend, and because he was gonna flip it, and then it never came back. That's the victim. Yeah, he made her feel sorry for him. He said that, damn man, I lost out on dick, and she fell for it. She gave up the money. He said he was gonna flip. He was gonna bring her back millions. When he came back, he had a million excuses. It just wasn't $1 million. That's what happens with the victim. Y'all be feeling sorry. I told y'all, treat him like his trauma. When y'all gonna get that? All right. The next person, the emotional manipulator. Sis, the emotional manipulator is one of the most dangerous men you will ever meet. Not because he puts his hands on you, but because he plays with your mind, your emotions, and your reality. He gonna have you feeling like something that's not there is there. He gonna tell you the sky is red, and you gonna go outside and see the sky blue, and you gonna turn around and say, but it don't look red. And he gonna say it's red, and you know it, and you're gonna say, okay. He don't manipulate you to the ground, okay? Wait, that person coming up. Because a gaslighter can be the emotional manipulator. Listen, I told y'all men can be different. They can be multiple types, okay? We're not to the gaslighter yet. This is the emotional manipulator, but the gaslighter is coming up, all right? He knows that this emotional manipulator knows exactly what to say, how to say it, when to say it, and how to make you feel about it. He studies you. He has memorized your weaknesses, and then he has weaponized them. He makes you feel crazy for seeing what you see and guilty for wanting what you deserve. He don't just break you loudly. He breaks you silently, piece by piece, until you don't recognize yourself, sis. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now let's move on to the gaslighter. The gaslighter is a man who manipulates your reality until you no longer trust your own mind. He is a master of confusion. He twists facts. He rewrites history. He denies what you say with your own eyes and making you question your perception, intuition, and sanity. Y'all know him. Y'all know an emotional manipulator who has been gaslighting the hell out of you for a long time. Yep. That's what a gaslighter is. All right. He doesn't win arguments with truth. He wins them by destroying your confidence in yourself. This is the man that'll nitpick and name call and do all that. And then you're going to give up because you don't want to go through it no more. He know how to do that. Yep. Y'all got y'all. But y'all stayed. You stayed because you thought it was going to get better. You thought you was going to heal them, sis. You says, oh, gaslighter. Whoo, lots of flame from the kitchen. Let me put some of my water, your coochie. Let me put some of my water on you so I can cool you down. He never cools down. He gets hotter. Next thing you know, your coochie is burnt. Some of y'all, y'all coochies are burnt from the gaslighter. Your heart burnt, coochie burnt, mind burnt. Too late. Get out of there. I keep meeting men that want to make they friend only to use me for what they need. So y'all better stop laughing. I'm serious. Listen, let me address that comment. I keep meeting men that want to make me their friend only to use me. You know why, Prophet? You know why? You know why? Because you don't know how to use them. You still in a mind frame to perform. Yeah. Listen, even if you're not, it's still on you. It's still on you. So this is what I need you to do. You're going to have to go to that mirror. You're going to have to look at yourself. You're going to have to wash that stench off that you help. You're going to have to wash that stench off that you are the helper of all. You're going to have to wash it off because it's raging. All right. That's why they're doing that. It's raging. That go with the flow, she'll be there for me. It's all over you. Men can smell it. It's raging. Go wash it off. Never put it on again. Help no one but yourself. I'm selfish as fuck. They already know what time it is. I'm not even expecting for them to even, I'm not even expecting. I'm selfish as fuck. Okay? Yeah. All right. So now the gaslighter, like I said, he wants power. The gaslighter power comes from your doubt. So as long as you are doubting yourself, sis, that's how the gaslighter has power over you. They siphon us. Even the conversation is an energy siphon. It is. It is. But when you know what you're dealing with, that's why I told you about these type of men. When you know what type of man this is, you can determine if you're finna let this person take your energy or not. There is a draining ass man on here. He is. We talked about him. But you got to know, you know what I'm saying? When to cut some things off so that you don't feel drained. Or you got to know how to give crumbs. That's where the breadcrumb will come in. I keep telling y'all, if you know how to breadcrumb, you won't feel so drained. All right, the narcissist. Because you can't have you a narcissistic gaslighter who is an emotional manipulator and a weak leader. All of that in one. You can. The most charming, magnetic, intoxicating, destructive man you will ever meet, sis. He will sweep you off your feet, elevate your confidence, make you feel chosen, and then mentally and emotionally dismantle you piece by piece while he's convincing you that it's your fault. Y'all ever had somebody do that? I'm only cheating on you because you keep making me cheat on you. I only talk to my ex because every time I get mad. Y'all have that? Y'all had that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. He is a master of illusion. The relationship will feel like a fairy tale in the beginning and a psychological hell by the end. The narcissist doesn't fall in love with you. He falls in love with how he makes you feel about him and what he can provide with his ego. You are not a partner in his world. You are a supply source. He's going to keep to your ass ain't damn got no more left. He going to take all the ill about your sis. You going to just be like... All right, the performer. The performer is the man who cares more about how his life looks than how his life actually is. We can have us a performing ass, narcissistic, gaslighting ass, weak leader who is a yes man. Do y'all know that? He lives in a state of constant performance, curating appearances, crafting storylines, shaping perception because he values his image over integrity. My YN, look at that. To the world, he's everything successful, confident, charming, socially adored. But behind closed doors, he's hollow, inconsistent, and emotionally unavailable. His life is a stage and you are a prop in his production, sis, okay? So he don't build relationships. He builds audiences, and you are one of them. You better get up out of there. You better get up out of there. The clinger is very insecure. The clinger is a man who attaches fast. We have had these. They just they like you like the next day they love you. They attach fast. They go intense. There's no real foundation, no depth. There's no emotional maturity behind it. He makes connections for possessions and access for intimacy. So he told you he liked you and all of those things. But yeah, so the clinger doesn't fall in love with you, sis. He falls in love with how he makes you feel about himself. He wants closeness, but he doesn't know how to build it. So he latches onto you he latches onto you like his entire identity depends on it. And before you know it, you're suffocating under someone who calls you their panic love. Okay, it's a lot. The clingy person. You can have your clingy, gaslighting, narcissistic, broken, bitter, dangerous man. You sure can. All right. The next one is the flea. The flea? Yeah, we got the flea. The flea is a man who disappears the moment things stop being easy. Y'all know that. Y'all know the ones when it's y'all tell them asking for some money for y'all bills. They stop texting. They stop calling. The fleas. They heard responsibility. You asked them for some rent. You ain't heard from them the whole month. Yeah, they heard they didn't hear you ask for the money. They heard you ask for responsibility. And that, sis, is what they don't want to give you. They are fleas. They will be in and out. They're going to come back, though. As soon as he know you paid the rent, by the 10th, he going to come back because he know you paid the rent. You see what I'm talking about? But the moment you bring it up, he going to disappear from like the 30th to like the 9th. And then be back. Okay? All right. He's fun, exciting, charming, affectionate, and consistent until commitment shows up, until accountability enters the chat, until you start liking him, until there's a decision to be made. Then he get up out of there. That's too much. He don't want that with you, okay? They discuss you. You could have you a flea ass, clinging ass, narcissistic, gaslighting ass, dangerous, hopeless, checked out man. And you don't even know it, sis. Don't even know what you got in front of you. The flea, that's when he'll vanish when there's things that enter the chat that he doesn't like, right? The flea doesn't stay where work is required, okay? He doesn't fight for connection. He flees from it all. That's it. All right. The flea. Yes. Yes. Gnats too. All right.